Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started.
Nia Jax and Candice LeRae are in the middle of a storyline with WWE Women's Champion Tiffany Stratton and WWE Hall of Famer Trish Stratus heading into the Elimination Chamber Premium Live event. But it seems that Jax has some issues with another superstar. Jax and Naomi are technically family since the Irresistible Force is a member of the Anoa'i family and the Glow is married to Jimmy Uso. However, it seems like the two women are not on the same page. Following WWE SmackDown, Naomi shared an image of her new tassel boots on Instagram and Jax responded to the post by commenting, "Naomi and Bianca Belair are the current women's tag team champions, but Naomi only has the title because Jade Cargill was attacked in the fall of 2024 and Belair needed someone to step in to prevent her from having to relinquish her titles. It will be interesting to see what happens when Jade Cargill makes her return." It was recently reported that she is getting closer to coming back and has been spotted at the Performance Center in recent weeks. Does Nia Jax know who attacked Jade Cargill? A popular online theory is that Bianca Belair set up the attack but it was Naomi who carried it out because the two women wanted to get Jade Cargill out of the picture. However, Nia Jax could be aware that Naomi was the one behind the attack, which could be the reason for her aforementioned comment. Amidst the Storm's absence, DSD and the Glow have become quite close. At present there is a belief that Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan had something to do with the attack after SmackDown GM Nick Aldis found some footage of the two hanging out in the parking lot where Cargill was attacked. However, the Judgment Day duo has repeatedly maintained their innocence despite being attacked by Belair and Naomi in recent weeks. It will be interesting to see who is ultimately revealed as the Storm's mystery attacker. The locker room was abuzz as Nia Jax sat in front of the mirror, staring at her reflection. She'd been wrestling for years, learning the ins and outs of the business, honing her craft, and finding her place in the WWE universe. But one thing that always rubbed her the wrong way was the constant push and praise of certain superstars who, in her eyes, didn't deserve it. She had always kept quiet about her feelings, until now. The interview request came out of nowhere. After a series of dominating performances in the ring, WWE decided it was time to get Nia's thoughts on her future, her goals, and her opinion on some of the hot-button issues making waves in the locker room. As she sat across from the interviewer, she had a decision to make: remain composed, or speak her mind. And speak her mind she did. The question, innocuous at first, was about her opinion on the current crop of WWE superstars rising through the ranks. She had no idea that one name would cause the floodgates to open. "So, Nia," the interviewer asked, "there are a lot of rising stars in WWE these days. Some seem to be getting more attention than others. What are your thoughts on the current landscape of talent?" Nia leaned forward, her gaze intensifying. She wasn't just talking about the talent pool, she was addressing something much deeper. "You want to know what I think about the current crop of talent?" Nia said, her voice steady yet sharp. "Well, I'll tell you. I'm sick of hearing about certain people being the future of WWE, when they're not even paying their dues." The interviewer's eyes widened. "Who are you referring to?" A slight smirk tugged at the corner of Nia's lips. "I'm so sick of hearing about people like Becky Lynch." The words hung in the air like a bomb about to detonate. The interviewer blinked, unsure of how to react, but Nia was far from done. "You know, everyone loves Becky Lynch, right? She's got her little man gimmick, and everyone thinks she's the greatest thing since sliced bread. But let's get real for a second. What has she done that's so special? She came back from maternity leave, and suddenly, she's everyone's hero. She got a big title match at SummerSlam, and they want to tell us she's the most dominant force in the company?" Nia scoffed. "Please. She's just the flavor of the month. The fans love her because they've been told to love her. She's been handed everything on a silver platter, and here I am, working my off every week, getting barely any recognition." There was a long pause. The interviewer shifted uncomfortably in their seat, trying to process what they were hearing. Nia's words, harsh as they were, reflected the frustration that had been building within her for years. "I'm not saying Becky's not talented," Nia continued, her voice still sharp, "but the way WWE pushes her like she's untouchable? It makes me sick. It's all scripted, all manufactured. They want us to believe she's the face of the division, the woman's wrestler of this generation. But what about me? What about the ones who don't get the praise? The ones who have been putting in the work and still get ignored? You can't just throw someone into the spotlight and expect them to be the golden child forever." Nia's words were biting, raw, and her frustration was palpable. The interviewer could barely find words to respond, but Nia wasn't done. And don't even get me started on the way the fans eat it up. They fall in line and do whatever WWE tells them to do. Oh, Becky Lynch is back. Oh, Becky's the best. It's honestly exhausting. Every time I see her in the ring, I just want to scream, enough. I mean, where's the real talent? Where's the real competition? Nia's voice grew louder with each word. I've fought harder than anyone in this company, and I don't get the same love. But that's fine, I guess. I'm used to being the underdog. The interviewer, now fully in tune with the intensity of Nia's feelings, tried to approach the topic delicately. So, you're saying you feel like Becky Lynch is taking away opportunities from other women, like yourself? Nia's expression softened for just a moment, but the fire in her eyes never flickered. It's not just about her. It's about a whole system that rewards the popular ones and ignores the rest of us. I'm tired of seeing certain people get pushed to the moon for doing the bare minimum, while others are left in the dust. It's time for a change. It's time for people like me to get the respect we deserve. She leaned back in her chair, crossing her arms over her chest. I'm sick of playing nice. I'm sick of playing the background role when I know I'm better than half the people in this locker room. They can keep pushing Becky, and they can keep making her the face of the division, but I'm not backing down. I'm here to show that I deserve my spot, that I deserve to be in that main event picture, too. The interviewer hesitated, clearly aware that Nia's rant had revealed something far more profound than a simple gripe. It was clear that Nia felt unseen, overlooked, and undervalued in a company that, for all its success, was still far from perfect. I'm not here to throw shade at Becky, to be clear, Nia added, her tone a bit softer, though the bitterness lingered. I'm here to stand up for myself and for anyone who feels like they don't get the chance to prove themselves. It's time to stop being the big girl who gets overlooked. I'm more than that. I'm a force, and I'm sick of being ignored. Her words reverberated through the room as the interviewer sat in stunned silence, absorbing the weight of what had just been said. I'll keep fighting, keep pushing, and one day, maybe the world will finally see that Nia Jax is more than just a monster in the ring. I'm a force that deserves to be at the top. As Nia stood up, the interview was clearly over, but her message was just beginning to settle in. Whether anyone else agreed or not, one thing was clear, Nia Jax was done playing second fiddle. She was ready for the spotlight, ready to prove to the world that she, too, was worthy of being called the face of WWE. And she wasn't going to let anyone, not even Becky Lynch, stop her.